The perceptron is an algorithm invented in 1957 by Frank Rosenblatt, a few years before the first SVM. It is widely known because it is the building block of a simple neural network, the multilayer perceptron. The goal of the perceptron is to find a hyperplane that can separate a linearly separable dataset. Once the hyperplane is found, it is used to perform binary classification. The perceptron learning algorithm, given a training set D of n-dimensional training example XIYI, the perceptron learning algorithm, or PLA, tries to find a hypothesis function, then predict the label yi of every x correctly. The hypothesis function of the perceptron is hx equals sin wx, and we saw that wx is just a question of a hyperplane. We can say that the set half of hypothesis function is the set of n one-dimensional hyperplane n1 because our hyperplane has one dimensional less than its ambient space. What is important to understand here is that the only unknown value is w. It means then the goal of the algorithm is to find a value for w. You find w, you have a hyperplane. Here is an infinite number of hyperplane. You can give any value to w. So 3 is an infinity of hypothesis function. The PLA is a very simple algorithm and can be summarized this way. Number 1, start with a random hyperplane defined by a vector w and use it to classify the data. Number 2, pick a misclassified example and select another hyperplane by updating the value of w. Hoping it will work better at classifying this example, this is called the update rule. Number 3, classify the data with this new hyperplane. Number 4, repeat step 2 and 3 until 3 is no classified example. Once the process is over, you have a hyperplane that splits the data. The algorithm is shown in code listing 11. Code listing 11. Let us look at the code in detail. The perceptron learning algorithm uses several functions. Code listing 12. The hypothesis function is just h8 written in Python code. As we saw before, it is the function that returns the label yi predict of an example xi. When classifying with the hyperplane divided by w, the predict function apples the hypothesis for every example and return the ones that are misclassified.
Code listing 13. We then arrive at the head of the algorithm. The update rule. For now, just remember that it changes the value of v. Why it does this will be explained in detail later. We once again use the predict function, but this time we give it the update v. It allows us to see if we have classified L data point correctly, or if we need to repeat the process until we do. Understanding the update rule. Why do we use this particular update rule? Recall that we pick a misclassified example at random. Now we would like to make the perceptron correctly classify this example. To do so, we decide to update the vector w. The idea here is simple. Since the sig of the dot product win v and x is incorrect, by changing the angle between
convergence of the algorithm, we said that we keep updating the vector v with the update rule until there is no misclassified point. Luckily for us, mathematicians have studied this problem and we can be very sure because the perceptron convergence theorem guarantees that if the two set v and n. Understanding the limitation of the VLA. One thing to understand about the VLA algorithm is that because weights are randomly intelligent and misclassified examples are randomly chosen. It is possible the algorithm will return a different hyperlink as time we run it. Summary: in this chapter we have learned what a perfectron is. We then saw in detail how the perfectron learning algorithm works and what the motivation behind the update rules is. After learning that the file A is guaranteed to converge, we saw that no all hypotheses are equal and that some of them will generalize better than others.